Hello yoga friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is the 31-day yoga challenge where we do 20 minutes of yoga a day for 31 days. Today is day 30 and today's theme is to unify. We'll be taking all of the elements that we've been working on over the past 30 days and put them into one 20-minute practice. We won't be needing any props today, and as always, there is a free playlist linked down below in case you'd like to listen to some tunes while you practice. So without further ado, let's get started here in wide knee child's pose. So bringing feet together, knees about as wide as the mat. We'll exhale that forehead down onto the mat, extending the arms forward, maybe keeping a slight bend in the elbows. You can go ahead and flutter the eyes closed or take a soft gaze. Beginning to find that even breath in and out through the nostrils. Coming into the present moment. And we'll begin our class by setting an intention. Anything that comes to mind is wonderful. And if nothing comes to mind, you can always use this one. Whatever I can unify in my mind and heart, I can manifest in the world. Whatever I can unify in my mind and heart, I can manifest in the world. And whatever intention you chose for yourself today, begin to inhale that beautiful energy from that intention in through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth. Sigh. Exhale out anything extra you may have brought onto your mat. Taking that one more time. Inhaling through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth. Sigh. Exhale out anything extra you may have brought onto your mat. Coming back to your even breath. Knowing you can always return to your intention throughout practice and perhaps throughout the rest of your day today. As we stay here in child's pose for the next 3 rounds of breath, option to gently roll your forehead back and forth on the mat, massaging that third eye. And coming back to center if you are doing that third eye massage. And next, inhale, let's walk those palms over to the right and then exhale, forehead down to the mat, straightening through that left arm, opening through the left side body here for 2 rounds of breath. And next, inhale, let's walk those palms over to the left. And exhale that forehead down onto the mat, straightening through the right arm and opening through the right side body. Staying here for 2 rounds of breath. And next, inhale, let's walk back to center, exhaling that forehead down to the mat. Let's bring that right palm underneath the right shoulder and inhale that left arm up in the air. Exhale, thread that left arm underneath the right shoulder, coming in to thread the needle. Option to extend that right hand towards the front of the mat, or maybe you place the back of the right hand on the lower back here. Your choice. We'll stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. And bring that right palm underneath the right shoulder. Next, inhale. We're going to inhale that left arm up to the sky and exhale that left palm on the mat as we inhale the right arm up in the air and exhale, thread that right arm underneath that left shoulder. Maybe extending that left arm towards the front of the mat or placing the back of that hand on the lower back. 2 rounds of breath here. And next inhale, we're going to place that left palm underneath the left shoulder and press through that palm, extending the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, the right palm down to the mat. Let's bring our knees together and then flex through both feet, sitting back on our heels for fire feet here, stretching and opening through the arches of the feet, and maybe thanking our feet for carrying us through our day. Option as well to take a few shoulder rolls. We'll find about 3 more rounds of breath here. And then on your next inhale, let's go ahead and find tabletop. Maybe fluttering the feet out here and making sure knees are directly under hips, wrists directly under shoulders. Let's find our cat-cows by inhaling, looking up to the sky, dropping the belly for cow. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine for cat. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling to cow. And exhaling to cat. And 1 more time. Connecting breath to body. And let's inhale back into a neutral tabletop. Let's flex both feet, walk the palms slightly forward and press those hips up and back for downward facing dog. Making sure feet are hip width distance or wider, maybe pedaling through the feet here or generously bending the knees, making sure shoulders are down and back, neck nice and released, eyes of the elbows pointed towards the front of the mat, and all 10 fingers spread wide. We'll stay here for 3 more rounds of breath, maybe finding some organic movement or breathing in stillness. And on your next inhale, let's inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet, step, hop, or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders down and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up the spine 1 vertebrae at a time to Tadasana mountain pose. And then inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back. Flow as you so choose, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 5 rounds of breath. And next, inhale, let's rise up to the balls of the feet. Step, hop, or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky, arms overhead. We're going to shift the weight onto the left leg, picking up that right leg in one leg Tadasana. 1 round of breath here, flexing through the right foot. And then exhaling that right foot down to the mat as we shift the weight onto the right leg, picking up the left for 1 leg Tadasana on the opposite side. 1 round of breath. And exhale that left foot down to the mat. We'll do that 1 more time with some twists, shifting the weight on the left leg, picking up the right in 1 leg Tadasana. Next, exhale, twist to the right, arms to a T. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the left, arms to a T. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. And exhale that right foot down to the mat as we shift the weight on that right leg, picking up the left for a one-leg Tadasana. Next, exhale, twist to the left, arms to a T. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. Exhale, twist to the right, arms to a T. Inhale, back to center, arms overhead. And exhale that left foot down to the mat. Inhaling, looking up to the sky, maybe taking a little back bend. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back, flow as you so choose, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. 3 more rounds of breath here. Next, inhale. Let's inhale that left leg up in the air for 3-legged dog, and exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog, and exhale that left foot between the palms at the front of the mat as you bring that right knee down onto the mat, inhaling, arms overhead for low crescent lunge. Straightening through that left leg, flexing the left foot. Exhale, fold over for half split. We'll stay here for 3 more rounds of breath. Next, inhale, bending through that left knee, placing the left sole of the foot on the ground, flexing through that right foot, picking up the right knee. Let's place that right palm just on the inside of the left foot and inhale that left arm up to the sky for a twist. 2 rounds of breath. Next, exhale that left palm down, and then inhale both arms overhead for high crescent lunge. And exhale, pick that right leg off the mat and place both palms on the mat for standing split. 3 rounds of breath here, making sure that right knee and the toes are pointed towards the mat here. Next, exhale, lower that right foot to the front of the mat for a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back, flow as you so choose, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. 3 more rounds of breath here. Next, inhale. Let's inhale that right leg up in the air for 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right foot between the palms at the front of the mat and lower that left knee. Inhaling, arms overhead for a low crescent lunge. Extending that right leg, flexing through the right foot. And exhale, fold over for half split. 3 rounds of breath here. And next, inhale, bending through that right knee. We're going to flex that left foot, lift that left knee off the mat, bringing the left palm just on the inside of the right foot, and inhale that right arm up in the air for 2 rounds of breath. Next, exhale, lower that right palm to the mat, and then inhale both arms overhead for high crescent. Exhale here. And then inhale, lift that left leg in the air, placing the palms on the mat for standing split. 3 rounds of breath. And next, exhale, lower that left foot to the mat for a forward fold. From here, we're going to heel toe the feet to the outer edges of the mat,
Turning the toes slightly outwards, making sure that the knees and toes are pointed in the same direction. And next, exhale, lower into Malasana squat. Making sure that the heels are still on the ground. You can widen your stance here if that is not the case. An option to stay here with your palms on the mat, or maybe bringing palms to heart center. Imagining any unwanted or stuck energy in the body being released with each exhale from your root chakra, just back down into the earth, so that energy can be recycled for something more useful. We'll stay here for 3 more rounds of breath. And if your palms are at heart center, let's go ahead and bring them to the earth. And then inhale, straighten through those legs, heel toeing the feet back into a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms and step back into a high plank. And then next, exhale, lower everything down onto the mat. Beautiful work. Let's press back and find our way all the way onto our backs here. Keeping knees bent, placing the soles of the feet on the earth. From here, we're going to inhale that right leg up in the air, flexing that right foot, and exhale, cross that right ankle over that left thigh for supine figure 4. Option to stay here, or maybe you bring the hands behind the left thigh, bringing that figure 4 in a little closer here. Wherever you are, let's stay here for 3 more rounds of breath. And if you do have the left sole of your foot off the earth, let's go ahead and bring that back down onto the ground, extending arms out to a T. And next, exhale, lower that figure 4 over to the left for a supine twist. Making sure that right shoulder remains in contact with the earth, an option to gaze over the right fingertips. 3 rounds of breath. And next, inhale, bringing that figure 4 back up to center. Let's uncross that right leg. And then inhale, that left leg up in the air, making sure that left foot stays flexed to protect the knee as we cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Option to grab behind the right thigh, bringing that figure 4 in a little bit closer for 3 more rounds of breath. If your right sole of the foot is off the mat, you can go ahead and bring that back down onto the mat as we extend the arms out to a T. And exhale that figure 4 over to the right for a supine twist. Making sure the left shoulder remains in contact with the mat, an option to gaze over the left fingertips for 3 rounds of breath here. Next, inhale, bring that figure 4 back up to center, uncrossing that left leg. And then inhaling both knees into the chest. And on your next few rounds of breath, gently releasing into your Shavasana for the day. Extending the legs out, adjusting the arms, maybe by the sides or hands resting on the belly and or heart. Fluttering the eyes closed if they're not there already, adjusting any clothing or hair that might be distracting. Scanning the body for any tension we can exhale. And allow yourself to stop being a human doing and just be a human being. I will let you know when it's time to come out of your Shavasana, but for now, simply rest. You are welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. But if you'd like to close out class with me, begin to bring awareness back to your breath, introducing some movement into the body, maybe by wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling through the wrists and ankles, maybe windshield wipering the knees or feet from side to side, finding any organic movement to wake the body back up. And then gently rolling onto one side for a fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow, keeping the knees bent. Taking one round of breath here. And then on your next inhale, gently pressing your way into Sukhasana, easy pose. Maybe keeping the eyes closed or in a soft gaze, bringing the hands to heart center. I want to thank you for coming to class today, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We'll close our practice with the sound of Om, inhaling through the nose deep into the belly. Om. And bringing thumbs to third eye. May the light and love in me recognize and honor the light and love in you. Namaste.